My fellow residents of County Durham, I want to speak directly to you as one of Reform UK's councillors who's frankly been left bloody furious at the betrayal of our hard-working, patriotic, quiet communities. A lot of residents have contacted me about the proliferation of migrant HMOs popping up seemingly everywhere in our communities. Most recently, to get the most press attention, this outrageous HMO, it's a home with multiple occupancies, in Briar Gardens in Crook. A solid family home that's been warped into a 5-bed cram so a landlord can make a mint, often by packing in the sort of shipped in by the boatload under Labour's open door madness. And it slipped right through without a scrap of planning permission from us as your Reform County Council. Why is that, a lot of people are asking? Well, it's because those clowns in Westminster cooked up the rules, letting smaller HMOs, that's houses stuffed with 3 to 6 unrelated punters, pass as a permitted development. No checks required, no say from locals, just landlords and faceless bureaucrats turning our streets into war zones of blaring noise, parking bedlam, rubbish heaps, and, quite frankly, the erosion of the safety that our nation was once able to take for granted when our women and girls walked our streets. So this isn't some minor inconvenience. It's a full frontal attack on the decent folk of County Durham. Yous are the backbone of Britain. Yous are the ones who've earned the right to feel safe, to have stable homes without fear. Family houses are vanishing into cash cows for the greedy, quiet cul-de-sacs morphing into chaotic doss houses, and residents are being left twisting in the wind as absentee owners are raking in the cash. No doubt I'm going to get loads of complaints for saying this, by the way. I'll be hauled in front of all the sorts of committees for being willing to actually speak the truth to the powers that be. Ask yourself this. Who are the ones that are shoving this down our throats as a county? Is it Reform on your county council? No. I promise you that with all of my heart. Labour are the ones that are using our proud North East as a dumping ground for Westminster's migrants. The ones they refuse to deport. The ones they refuse to drag us out of the suffocating ECHR, that's the European Court's grip, that binds our hands so tightly to protect the so-called human rights of illegals over the right of you to safety in our communities. The flood were with unchecked arrivals from cultures that couldn't give a flying flamingo about our values, then act shocked when the inevitable happens. And what is the inevitable, you might ask us? Skyrocketing crime, strained public services, and our women and kids paying the ultimate price. And if you're a Labour or Lib Dem watching this, thinking, oh, I want to complain about old Grimesy getting on his high horse, what have we seen in Britain over recent days? What horror stories have been unleashed because of this inaction? Over recent days, a Nigerian migrant has been nailed for rape, sexual assault in Gloucester, slapped with a measly 5 years. 5 years. That woman, the rape and sexual assault, will she get over this in 5 years' time? She'll live with that for the rest of her life. Labour did that. The Sudanese deviants who, in Stockport, charged with trying to snatch a 10-year-old girl right next to her dad. Then there was a Channel migrant who got 14 months for assaulting a vulnerable teenage girl in a park. And then there was a Yemeni asylum seeker in Plymouth caught with grotesque child abuse and bestiality filth on his phone. He walked away with a suspended sentence. Capping this off, but there are more. I could go on all night. 2 Afghan asylum seekers charged with the alleged rape of a 12-year-old girl in a sleepy Warwickshire town, once considered safe, once considered perfectly normal. Because why not, eh? Why not add the violation of children to a growing list on Labour's legacy. And I'm sorry, I'm saying it how it is. I'll get complaints for this. I'm telling you right now. I didn't get into this game to pussyfoot around whilst they ruin our county, community and country. These aren't isolated blips. These are the very core of the rotten fruit of Labour's complicit elite who bleat on like demented sheep about diversity while our daughters dodge danger every single day on our own streets. Enough has to be enough. So we in Durham, we're storming back with a countrywide, I wish it was countrywide, a county-wide, I should say, Article 4 direction. You might be thinking, come on, Grimesy, what the hell is an Article 4 when it's at home? Well, it's our iron fist to actually smash those automatic rights that they currently have as landlords. Every single new HMO, no matter how big, has to beg for our right to give it planning permission. We call the shots. We'll have to fight with the government, but that's a fight we're willing to have. We weigh up real evidence and your real, genuine, totally understandable concerns to boot out the dross and to shield our communities from turning into no-go zones like some third world country from the law-abiding citizens that you are. Now, with these HMOs and the troubles that they drag in, right, infesting every nook and locals are left seething, we're consulting to actually blanket the entire county and reclaim some semblance of sanity and some balance. We're defending your family home, defending the British interest before this imported chaos. We've signed it off as a reform administration, but this battle, it's yours to win. Until the 26th of September, I want you to roar your piece, to dive online at www.letstalkcountydurham.co.uk, or you can fetch a paper form from your local library. I want you to swamp us with your outrage, your concerns. The louder, the better. And if the stats, which I'm pretty confident they will, scream of a crisis in our troubled parts of our deprived areas, we're going to hammer immediate Article 4 directives because your safety trumps their virtue signalling every single time. You are the people that matter to us, not popularity around middle-class Lib Dem and Labour dining tables. Couldn't care less what they think of me. This is Reform UK roaring into gear. Unbreakable common sense. It's a savage defence of our forgotten part of the country, and it's a kick up the backside to Labour's two-tier hypocrisy that lets predators roam while jailing Brits for a spicy tweet. They prattle on, don't they, about compassion for the rest of the world. Well, I say I would like some compassion for our own, with fire in our bellies. Because if this doesn't boil your blood, like it does mine, and I hope that comes across, I hope that's obvious to you. I hope you know that I care, because I really do. This is on my mind every day since I've been in. Blast this out. Storm the consultation. Let's wrench control back to us as residents of County Durham. These are our streets. These are our rules. This is our Britain. Rise up together, Durham, because we're all in this fight. You and I, Reform UK, we're in it together. Thank you.